welcome back, everyone. He ran for Senate in 2014, ultimately losing in a Republican primary against Scott Brown. But since that time, a lot of people have been speculating, what's Jim Rubin's going to do next? Now's a good time to ask him. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
It is good to be here.
Yeah, I mean, the buzz is that you are thinking about another run for U.S. Senate this time in a primary challenge against Kelly Ayotte. Have you decided?
It's done. I thought long and hard about this because running against an incumbent makes things uncomfortable for my party and for me too. Kelly Ayotte and I became friends when she was AG. We worked hard together to defeat crony capital casinos. I worked for her to get her elected in her 2010 election, and we had a good hug when she won. But the problem is she's gone completely off the rails on the big issues, and she's stabbed the base. She stabbed our party principles in the back. She has broken her pledge and voted for Gang of Eight open borders amnesty. She has voted to replace good-paying American jobs with foreigners. Now we've got a Supreme Court vacancy up, and she voted for Loretta Lynch. She said she would have voted for Sonia Sotomayor. In the last 2 years, the last two budgets, she has voted to load taxpayers with another $1.5 trillion in debt. Unsustainable. And now she's one of the big three cheerleaders for Hillary Clinton's endless failed nation-building wars. Because of this, we've got ISIS in 8 countries, and Americans are less safe.
Now, you made a lot of points just now about Kelly Ayotte, and a lot of it has a little political spin to that
there's a lot of reasons by which she's gone off the rails. We can't do this in America anymore.
So she's been identified in some circles as perhaps among the most bipartisan senators in Washington. And most people say the biggest problem in Washington is nobody can get anything done. What would you bring differently to the table? I mean, what areas do you think where you could affect compromise?
This is a matter of the insider, corporate cronyist, bought and paid for, lobbyist infected establishment versus a government in Washington that is operating for the people, in the interest of the American people. That's the difference, and this is much more bipartisan than caving in with Obama's $1.5 trillion of additional debt over the past 2 years. Bipartisanship, caving in, abandoning core Republican principles of fiscal responsibility. That's the wrong kind of bipartisanship. Representing the American people is what is needed here. And representing lobbyists in Washington is not working for New Hampshire.
So let me ask you, since you went there, I mean, obviously there was the standoff, which might have led to a government shutdown. You know what happened with Ted Cruz. Would you been more along the Ted Cruz lines of thinking in, you know what, if we have to shut down the government, we have to shut down the government?
In 2014, I published an op-ed. It was published in one of the papers here in the state with another approach to avoid a government shutdown, which is to have Congress appoint a bipartisan commission, somewhat like the base closing commission, work through, come up with a plan to get the budget imbalanced within 5 years or thereabouts, and bring it to the Senate and the House for an up or down vote. That was the plan I proposed in 2014. I think leadership, if Republicans were exercising leadership, they would not simply cave in to President Obama's, like Senator Ayotte did, just cave into President Obama's big government, grow government, load the taxpayers with debt approach. During her watch, during her term of office, $5 trillion of additional debt. And these crazy, endless wars, these nation-building wars that she has done with Hillary Clinton. They're not working. I mean, they are not keeping America safe. So,
I think there's some people who would agree that that's a bit of a stretch to tie Kelly Ayotte to Hillary Clinton. But moving forward.
Well, let me tell you why. Back in 2011, Kelly Ayotte and Hillary Clinton were banging the drum to take down Libya, and now we have ISIS in Libya. In 2012.
So what do you do about ISIS? Are we sure? We only have a couple minutes, and I don't want to get into a big policy debate.
Well,
here.
I have to send you to my website on this. I've got a 14-point plan. We do need to keep America safe, but spreading terrorism all over JimRubins.com, by the way, spreading terrorism all over the world has not worked. It has not made America safe.
Spreading terrorism all over the world.
ISIS and Al-Qaeda are now operative in 8 countries as a direct result of Kelly Ayotte and Hillary Clinton's endless failed nation-building war approach. It's not working. It is not keeping America safe.
No, all right, we're going to have to debate this a little bit more later.
We will.
Let's talk about electability here. You were in 2014, you ran against Scott Brown and Bob Smith. And I mean, let's be honest, Kelly Ayotte is more popular than Scott Brown was at the height of his popularity there. Obviously, he had to overcome the Massachusetts thing. How do you win?
Well, here's a different problem. You look at what Republicans have to confront right now is the fact that we're looking at 6 more years of we're looking at 6 years of Maggie Hassan, because the base, the anti-establishment core base of the party here in this state is absolutely flat out going to boycott this election or vote for an independent if Kelly Ayotte is the nominee. What I'm doing, I'm here to bring our party back together again, bring the base, bring the anti-establishment vote, which you can see is huge in New Hampshire, back into our party again so that we can win this election and save this Republican seat in the U.S. Senate for Republicans.
Now, I want to ask you big picture. We only have a couple minutes to go. You're now in this race. You've officially declared, and you want to say bring this party back together again. Boy, it appears to be pretty fractured.
It is.
For what Mitt Romney had to say.
I believe there's a way to do this, and it's to return our party, our Republican Party, and Washington as a whole in service to the American people and stop the corruption in Washington. These votes for amnesty, to send jobs offshore that Kelly Ayotte is voting for, that is not in service to the American people. Loading our kids and grandkids with $1.6 trillion in debt is not in service to the American people.
All right, so is Donald Trump, anti-establishment, obviously generate a lot of energy, a better candidate than, say, a John Kasich or Marco Rubio?
The American people are looking for a serious change in the way that Washington does business. And when Donald Trump campaigns and he says, I'm my own man, I'm not bought and paid for, what I say is what I mean, he says some untoward things. There's no question about that. We both saw the debate last night. I got here on my fingers. I won't say anything else.
All right. Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning.
You have about
That's true.
To go.
Yeah. So I'm here to bring the Republican Party back together again so that we can win this general election and hold this seat for Republicans in the U.S. Senate. Kelly Ayotte is going down now, as I said, because the base has abandoned her. And number 2, we need to end business as usual, corrupt, crony capitalist politics in Washington and return Washington in service to the American people. That's what I'm all about, and that's how we're going to win elections.
Now, it's official. Jim Rubin launched his primary challenge against Kelly Ayotte. We'll see what happens. Best luck to you moving forward. Keep us posted.
Thank you, Josh.
Good to see you. All right, we're going to be right back with a little talk with Mike Dennehy about the state of the Republican Party right now. Stay with us.